I can see things are a little bit dark on the screen. I hope it's not going to be too dark. I see my ring light and my phone are reflecting there, and yeah, let me see what happens when I put the card here. Let's see how things look like. Okay, you will be able to see, even though it's a little bit dark. Um, I don't know what to do with this situation, but yeah, I'm sure in good time things will improve. But yeah, welcome to today's reading. What I want to do is I want to tap into love predictions for this year. All right. And so, we hang out with Bambino. And, if he has any issues at any point in time, we have to end the reading and we have to continue another time. All right. As Bambino is the boss. Bambino is the boss, and what when he says jump, I just say how high, you know. So yeah, Holy Spirit, thank you for your divine presence. Thank you for clearing out all the negative energies in this space. Thank you that the will of God for myself and for humanity prevails. All right. Okay. So I want to tap into the energy of love for this year. So I don't know how this is really going to unfold because ultimately, some of you are single, some of you are in relationships, some of you are going through breakups, some of you are in separation, and a whole lot of things are going on there. Some of you are confused. Maybe you are in situationships. Um, uh, yeah, my phone screen has some issues, so I might not see people's names properly, but I can see that there's ZZY and dash XP7QO there. Hello to you. Single. All right. Okay. Cool. Let's see if the guides are going to be talking to us about you and your situation there. What is it that you can expect this year? It's January. Know that people are really looking forward to, something new, something beautiful, something amazing where life is concerned. Bambino and I had a bit of I wouldn't say we had a bit of a fight. I would say, yeah, he was a little bit upset about something before he fell asleep. So if he wakes up, he might wake up and continue screaming because he was crying before he fell asleep. My little one, my cute little angel. Let's see how it goes. I hope he doesn't, get upset with me as I'm busy doing this, feeling like I'm disturbing him. I hope, he remains rested nicely and peacefully here, my cute little angel. Let's see how it goes. All right. So we've got the world here. We've got the Queen of Wands. We've got the Five of Wands. I don't know if, okay, some of the cards are not very visible. Right, let's see how it goes. We're doing a love reading for 2026. Let's see what the guides have in store for us for 2026. All right, we got the Nine of Wands. We got the Three of Pentacles. Let's see this one here. We got the Two of Cups. All right. See what they want us to know about all of that. Okay, so I definitely see the energy of someone here who I would say, and I feel like this energy is the energy of someone who, like, I don't know, it's almost as if someone is busy telling me, or showing me, or something like that, I'm almost like it's saying I'm ready, but maybe not quite saying that I'm ready, but it's almost as like I got everything. This person has put everything together. This person has put the, it's almost as if you've I don't know if I should say you've been preparing yourself, or you've been doing the work, or you've been, but you've got everything. Like you've got everything. Like you are the Queen of Wands. You understand? And not, I understand that the Queen of Wands can sometimes represent, the third party and all of that, but not in this particular case. All right. In this particular instance, I see the Queen of Wands as someone who is, very, uh, should I say, but that boss babe kind of a situation, type of energy, and you don't have to be, someone who's like, some kind of a corporate boss or something. No, but like you've just got that energy where you've come to yourself. You are now in your element. You are someone who has reached some kind of or you have sort of like come full circle or something, like you've reached a certain level of maturity in your life. All right. You are at a certain level, at a certain point in your path in life, where it's like you know what you want, and you are almost, it's almost as if you are saying both to me and maybe to the universe that I'm ready. I'm ready for this now. Like, yeah, bring it on. And you're talking about the right kind of person, the right man, someone who's going to do right by you, and you're not impressed. Like, I'm seeing the energy of someone even, sitting down on a couch that almost looks like a throne of sorts, like, a seat that looks like a throne or something. And you've got your legs crossed and you got your hands on the armrest on the side of this thing that you're sitting on. And you like, almost as if you scanning to see, okay, what's available, what's there. And you've got your pointing finger underneath your chin, and it's like you've got your eyebrow raised, and I'm not impressed. You understand? It's like I want to see what's here. Like I'm no longer easily impressed by anything. Because yeah, I know what I am. It's almost as if you've got the confidence the size of the world. Like you've got this huge levels of confidence, which when you start thinking about this type of very immature and very low frequency type of men that sometimes exist in the low frequency parts of life, you would be someone that would be very, very intimidating to this person. And perhaps for a long time, could have dealt with such a type of a person, or previously, maybe you might have dealt with such type of people, and you did not know the kind of powerhouse that you are. Because, this world, when I'm looking at this card here, it speaks about your energy. There's something about you that says you are a powerhouse, kind of a situation like that. So it's like, um, like there's something about you that says um it's almost as if uh you are the kind of person that I'm going to make a very funny statement about it. I was watching this joke. I don't know if you all watch Real Housewives. I don't watch it all the time, but sometimes I do watch some clips and all of those things. And so now, if you all know Real Housewives of Atlanta, there's this Candy Burrus lady, all right? And then so she was, doing some kind of a skit about another lady from the Real Housewives, who's called Marlo Hampton. And so that lady was saying about Marlo Hampton basically was saying about Candy that she's local or something like that. Candy is local, and she herself, Marlo, is global. She's worldwide. And so Candy was making a joke about that kind of a statement, and so it was even doing a skit about it, and I thought it was really funny. And so your energy is a worldwide energy. Okay, it's the real deal kind of worldwide energy. All right. And once again, this is not that kind of energy. What I'm talking about here is not something that is superficial and out there. You could be doing whatever it is that you're doing that is international. But what I'm talking about here is just energy, first and foremost, before anything else. It's just your energy. And I mean, you could literally just be an ordinary person living your everyday life and, doing, but the kind of powerhouse that you are energetically here, what I'm tapping into is something that is big, something global. like you global, girl, you're international. So that's what's coming through. All right. And then what else are the guides saying to us here about this situation here? Okay, what is it that we can now be expecting when it comes to okay, so now what's coming through here is that okay, there are going to be a few suitors, all right, more than one suitors that are actually going to be fighting for you. I don't know, I don't think I should say fighting, maybe competing, or trying to get your attention or something like that. I'm going to check your chats as soon as I'm done, getting the messages here. And once in a while when I pause, I'll look at your chat, but I don't want to do it now because I'm still trying to, tap into this energy. So, but there will definitely be more than one suitor that is going to be trying to get your attention. And this is because not only are you now in your element, but there seems to be something about you that is so radiant and so magnetic that it's going to be having, I feel like it's already happening, like there's that pull about you, there's that element about you that is drawing a lot of people to you, all right, a lot of divine masculine to you. Okay, so you are at the moment, it's like you are flaming hot or something along those lines, like you are hot property at the moment, all right, you are very magnetic. Okay, so you are drawing a lot of masculine energy towards yourself, and I'm not sure if you're aware of that. And there'll definitely be more than one person that will be trying to get your attention. So people will definitely be vying for your attention this year. That's what's coming through here. All right, and some of them will definitely, try. They will definitely try to um, pressurize you. Some of them will try and, there'll be some elements of, desperation to, try and basically secure you, because I feel like people can now see, even though they've seen it, they've always known it. It's almost as if previously you've always been this Queen of Wands. Okay, you've always been this powerful, this powerhouse of a person, but it's almost as if maybe people were previously taking chances to see if you didn't know your worth, kind of. And there were instances where perhaps you didn't know your worth, and they were, when someone tries to sell you your own stuff, and it's like, are you going to recognize that actually this is your own stuff that this person is selling you for, or something along those lines. um when someone tries to shortcut you, or what do they call it, short what you, this English is not my first language, but yeah, they try to shortchange you. Yeah. So so people have tried to shortchange you, to test you, to see if you actually know your worth. And in many instances you found yourself falling for the short change, not not being very clear. But now you are very clear about who you are. You are very clear, and you are not apologetic about it. You are, you want big love. Okay, you want big love. You want, and you are not willing to settle for any less, because you understand that that's the, that's the magnitude of love that you also have to offer as well. All right. So that's where you stand. And it's like, I'm not doing it if it's not big love. Like, I'm just not doing it if it's not amazing like that. I'm not doing it if it's not, so there will be chances you will see them that will definitely try and maybe basically overstep your boundaries. They will try and pressurize you to make quick decisions. They will try and manipulate you. They will try and do the same old stuff as I previously mentioned. They'll try to also shortchange you to see if you mean business. They'll be basically calling your bluff. I see you're confident. I see you're all fine and all that. But what do you have to offer? What do you have to offer? What's on the table, girl? That those kind of BS type of people. Like, what do you have to offer? And it's like, okay, if I'm going to have to let you know what I have to offer here in this wonderful interview, I might as well just end up and walk away. All right. So definitely you are getting a lot of recognition. This year is the year where you'll be recognized for all the wonderful qualities that you are worth. All right. All should I say worth? All the wonderful qualities that you possess, yes, that you exude, who you are. So this year you are, you know, even when I'm looking at this, and something that just came through right now is an image of a peacock, and I get it, I get it. It's like the peacock is like, oh, so prideful. No, that's you having been dimming your light this whole time, and it's like, oh no, I don't want to be like a peacock because a peacock is so prideful. No, that's what we've been this whole time. Don't be like a peacock. No, you is a peacock, girl. You is the queen of wands. You is the peacock. All right, this year you are literally just fanning your feathers, and everything is just out there to see, all these beautiful colors. All right, and you are radiating your true authentic self this year, unapologetically, so you understand. And fanning your feathers could literally just be you being yourself and deciding, you know what, today I'm gonna walk barefoot. So it doesn't necessarily mean that there's something extraordinary that's going to be happening there. The only extraordinary thing that's going to be happening is that you're going to be so authentic, it's not even going to be funny. All right, this is you. That this year it's like and all of this is not coming from a position of you feeling like, oh no, I'm all that. No, it's coming from the position of F this BS. I'm tired of, trying to jump on some hoops, and or be on some kind of a hamster wheel or whatever, trying to become whatever for whoever and all of that. I'm just tired of all that crap. Okay, I'm just going to be myself. I'm just going to enjoy myself, and I'm just going to enjoy my life. I'm going to do my own thing, and yeah, life, universe, what have you got for me? All right, I'm going to sit on this throne of mine. Does it have a hole in it? Does it have a dent in it? It doesn't matter. I'm sitting on it. I'm putting on my crown. Is it missing a diamond? I don't give a f. I'm sitting on my throne here, and I'm doing my thing. Okay, I'm fanning. This is me fanning my feathers. All right, that's just you. And for some of you, your crown could have about a whole lot of diamonds there, extra diamonds. That's all good. You're all good. All right. But that's basically where you're at now. All right, but definitely this year you are going to meet someone. You're going to have uh, what's coming through is a qualitative relationship. All right, a qualitative connection, a very good connection. Many of you, all right, are actually going to meet that person that you're actually going to spend the rest of your life with this year. All right. Where's okay? You can't. I'm busy pointing this thing and you can't see. There it is now. Okay, so this is Two of Cups. Okay, so this is you this year. All right. Okay, I'm BSing you. I'm just reading the cards. All right. This is what they be saying. Guys, I like to clown around, okay? In the words of that non-committal guy, when you're asking them, what are we? What are we? And then the guy will be saying, why so serious? So sometimes I feel like saying that, like, life is a bit too hard, out here. Things are too hard out in the world for people to be just too serious. We need to laugh a little bit, all right? We need to laugh at ourselves and just, have so much fun. But this is what the guides are showing, okay? There's definitely love in store for you this year, all right? And you've fallen in love with yourself, all right. You've learned that self-love is actually self-acceptance. And the minute you decided to accept yourself, that's the minute you actually started to love yourself and to really enjoy and appreciate who you are, what you are worth, and whatever it is that you bring to the table. And you've never had to prove it to anyone ever again. You understand? And that's pretty much what is happening here. All right. And so you will meet, there will be several people that will be vying for your attention. So don't fall for the first person that comes up, all right, or that comes through, because there's going to be quite a few people that will be coming through to you. I'm not sure how you're going to be meeting these people. We'll find out just now. All right. If the guides reveal that to us, but definitely don't just jump for the first person that gives you attention, because you are not going to be dealing with one person. You're going to be dealing with several people this year. All right. That will be vying for your attention. All right, Bambino is making some movements here. I need to make sure that he's okay and he doesn't need anything. Let's see what you guys are saying, and then we're gonna check what else the guides want us to know about this, and maybe you guys have questions that we can also ask the guides as well. Right, so I'm staying single. Yeah, girl, ain't nothing wrong with that. All right, and you can also enjoy yourself quite a lot. All right, many people, when they wake up from this slumber of this social conditioning and everything, they actually wake up to realize that, oh, being single ain't nothing wrong with it. It's actually way better. It's actually much more fun than anything else. You understand? A lot of people are actually enjoying being, and it's like all these wonderful things that have to do with love. They are discovering them in themselves, with themselves, all by themselves. You understand? And they are enjoying all these wonderful things that a person would be enjoying in a romantic setting, all by themselves. You understand? So, and ain't nothing wrong with it. I'm like, girl, you do you, boo. And you know what? I'm in full support of that. All right. So let's see what else. Okay. How to use Spider Purple. All right. I don't know if I'm missing anything else here. This is all that I'm seeing on the screen. Okay, so let's find out. I was hoping there could be maybe a question or something like that on your part. What is it that you wanted to ask the guides so that we can ask? But if there's nothing, I'm gonna go right ahead and ask the guides what they want us to know about what else is coming in your 2026 love experience. Okay. All right. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the subscriptions. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the chats. I really do appreciate the comments as well in the comment section, guys, because yeah, that also helps with the algorithm. Hey, the interaction that takes place in the comment section. And I like that if I miss anything in the chat, the comment section will have something for us, and I'll be able to at least catch up. The comments, I see all of them, but when it comes to the chat, sometimes I miss some of them. Right, what else do you want us to know, Spirit? Okay, wow, there we go, 5 of Wands again. All right, so like I said, you are flaming hot property this year. Okay, you are flaming hot property this year. People are going to be competing for you. Lots of people are going to be trying to get your attention. All right, you're gonna have a lot of trouble doing a lot of things out here in the world, because a lot of people are going to be trying to get your number, trying to talk to you and things like that. All right, and yeah, you definitely, this is going to be one of those years where you're going to just be inspired to just I wouldn't say to go out or what, but you're just going to be inspired to do things, whatever it is that you're going to be inspired to be doing is also going to be contributing towards your magnetism. All right. So this is that year where, yeah, it's almost as if it's going to be sort of, or it is that beginning of a new cycle of sorts or something like that. And they did say that that's what's happening with this year, 2026, because it's the year 1 or the year 10 or something like that. So a lot of a lot of cycles have closed, and a lot of new ones are beginning. So that could be that also. But yeah, definitely this year you're going to find a lot of inspiration. I feel like it's a lot of inspiration in life generally. You're going to be inspired by life. And I know, in many parts of the world, there are a lot of things that feel like they're going wrong, and they definitely are going wrong in most instances. But despite all of that, you will still be inspired by life. I don't know how life does that, but it tends to do that way. It will still inspire you. And according to this reading here, you are still going to be inspired, regardless of what would be happening in the world. You are still going to feel, a sense of connection with life, a sense of allegiance with life, if I should put it that way. All right. And yeah, you're going to find yourself being even more in tune with yourself, more in tune with life again. And yeah, so basically it's as if you're going to be looking at yourself, you're going to be looking within, you're going to be looking at life, you're going to be looking at a whole lot of things. And them brothers gonna be busy looking at you and fighting for you. Look at her. Can you see what's happening here? It's her and the flower in the room. They are the only things that exist. Look at the brother here. He's a fanatic. He's basically watching the show. You understand? He's like literally an optional extra here in this situation. You understand? So this is going to be your story this year. All right. So there's going to be, so this year, you're not going to be, you could go out there and I don't know if you go online or wherever it is that people go and find love. You could do those things, but to the most part, the energy that I'm picking up from here is that you might not need, many of you, maybe some of you, a few of you, but many of you, majority of you might not need to do any of those things where you put yourself online and say, I'm looking for love or whatever. No, like literally, when you go out, there's going to be people that, how people talk about the matrix, how that, especially, and I know this is a very sensitive topic. I'll say, just for the sake of the fact that this is a different type of reading and all of that, but there are people who say that they have people following them and all of that. So I won't say that specific term that they use for it when they say, people are following me everywhere and all of those things, and it's the matrix. Or sometimes people will say, I know it's the matrix because everything was quiet, and then as soon as I started walking in the streets, all of a sudden there are cars coming out, and then everything was quiet, but all of a sudden everything is now busy. That kind of a thing. And I'm not laughing because it's funny. I'm laughing because sometimes you just laugh about some things. So what's going to happen is that you might also find yourself feeling slightly a little bit like that, like, why now? It's like every time I go out, there's some guy that's busy trying to get my number. There's some guy that's busy trying to get at me, trying to talk to me, trying to make conversation. Why is it? What's going on? Like, is everything okay? It might creep you out a little bit, you understand. But you are not going to, maybe as time goes on, you might remember me and remember this picture here. And because maybe you are at the fruit and veggie place or whatever, and you are smelling your little pineapple or whatever it is that you're smelling. I don't know what you'd be busy doing. And you are just so caught up in your wonderful world, whatever it is that's happening there. And you are not aware that, he's looking at you. They'll be looking at you like that. All right. So there'll be people. Some of them have probably been looking at you for quite a while as well. You understand? They've been studying you, and not studying you as in like, creepily and stalkingly, no, but they've been observing, just because for whatever reason you could have caught their attention, and so you've caught their interest as well. You understand? So that's what's going to be happening. So you'll be going about your business. You are not going to realize that, no, they actually would be looking at you. It could be the manager at the store there, the manager at Starbucks, or whatever it is that you'd be doing, or it could be another customer or something along those lines. But you will find yourself dealing with that situation. It's like, why are these people just busy popping up everywhere, and everything? You're not realizing that you have connected to life, and you are so, absorbed by life, or you are caught up in your own little thing going on with between yourself and life. You're not ignorant, you are, observant and aware of everything around you, but somehow that whole, pick me energy is gone. You've got this other energy that says, I'm a goddess, you know I'm a goddess. I'm all that, you know. And yeah, I'm good, you know, in the words of XP7QO. Understand? She's like, I'm a god. I'm good all by myself, and you know, myself. And here's the brother, you know, being like, yeah. I know you're single, you're happy and everything, but oh, I just can't take my eyes off of you. You know, you just look so good to be true, or whatever it is that the song says. You know, because sometimes some of the songs they say all the wrong things afterwards. All right, let's see what else they want us to know, and then let's see if we can get anything else. Ooh. Okay. Well, what do you know? Some people are getting married. All right. Some people are definitely going to walk away from 2026 with a commitment. All right. Some kind of an engagement. Some of you might even get married. Some of you are probably going to meet this person like literally this month, before the end of this month. Some of you are going to meet this person next month, you know, or within this 3 months. And then you find that by the end of the year, y'all are engaged and are married. Like y'all are dating for like 6 months or something like that, or 7 months. And then on the eighth month, you're like, oh, we're getting married. We're doing this thing. What are we waiting for? You know? And it's not going to be those situations, you know, the previous situations where it's like, oh no, it happened very fast and all of that. No, it's not going to be very fast. It's going to be good timing. All right. And it's not going to be, you know, the other people that are just, you know them. No, it's going to be good people. All right. So we got the Three of Swords here. Let's find out what the Three of Swords is all about. Okay. Oh, look at the guides just bringing that clarity to that. Okay, y'all remember, right? When y'all were getting y'all's hearts broken by them niggas who were not even with the, shoelaces that they're using to tie their shoes. All right. Y'all remember when that was happening? Guess what? Y'all is gonna be breaking people's hearts this year. All right. No. Y'all is gonna be breaking people's heart this year. God forgive me, with this accent of mine. Oh, dear Lord, and I'm not laughing because this is funny, the fact that you're breaking people's heart. But yeah, I'm laughing, because I'm laughing. So this is what's going to be happening. Okay. This year, people, you see, one of these guys is gonna be crying at the end of this conversation. At the end of the night, sometimes it might be both of them that are going to end up crying at the end of this whole conversation, because you're gonna be like, I see y'all are busy fighting, but I'm not even interested in any of you. You understand? Because the person that I'm going to be with, my Two of Cups, where's the Two of Cups? Here is he. I'm gonna go with my Two of Cups. He's here. Don't worry about him. He's here. He ain't going nowhere. You see? Here he is. I'm going to go with my Two of Cups, and you two are none of them. All right. You are not him. Okay. So that's basically what's going to happen. So a lot of hearts are going to be broken. So this year is going to be that year when the tables turn, when people's hearts get broken, when people are now struggling to access you. When previously you could have tried to access them and they were not available or whatever. This time around, you are the one that is not going to be available. All right. Because you see, this Two of Wands energy is pretty much similar to this Queen of Wands energy. See, you're going to be focusing on certain things that are important to you. You understand? Your energy this year, you're going to be very what's the word about your energy? Very, I wouldn't say protective, even though it's still protective, but you're going to be very conservative about your energy. You're going to be very strategic, I guess, I suppose, about how you spend your energy. Because you're going to have your boundaries up this year. All right, this year is going to be one of those years, because they showed us Nine of Wands here. All right, so this year you ain't playing like that. You got your boundaries up. You making sure that, and you're not doing any of those things out of fear or out of panic or anxiety. No, you're doing this because you're in your element. All right. Here it is, 9 of Wands. Okay, so you're not buying into that. Someone coming here and saying shh. You're like, no, I don't kiss a man the first night, and it's like shh, and tries to override your boundaries and everything. That is the kind of ish that you're not going to tolerate this year. All right, you will not even get far with this kind of a person. It will not even get to this point. Yes, this kind of a person will not even be able to vibrate in the same space as you this year. All right. Because that type of energy that they are exuding and that kind of vibrational frequency, they're not going to have access to you. You are not going to be impressed with a lot of things about this person from get go. You understand? So it will not get to this point where you end up being this close enough for them to even, try to violate your boundary by trying to, give you a smoochie. So you're going to be busy, and not busy because like you are overworking yourself on some kind of a hamster wheel. No, you're going to be just preoccupied with a whole lot of things. Previously you used to preoccupy yourself with the notion of my two of cups, my knight of cups, my handsome knight in shining armor. We're going to build our castle in the sky and we're going to live happily ever after. When is he gonna call me? Oh, why isn't he calling me? When is he going to visit me? Or when are we going out? Or when is he going to tell me what kind of relationship are we in? You are preoccupied by all of that. This time around, you are going to be preoccupied by a whole lot of other things. Can you see this? Your career, whatever it is that you do that you love, your own personal pursuits, whatever it is that you're doing, maybe even your spiritual journey. You understand, you're going to be exploring life, the world, yourself, and a whole lot of things. There are going to be so many things that are going to be inspiring you this year. You're going to be thinking, how? And perhaps this has been the case for a little while now as well. Who knows? But definitely, it's going to be like, yeah, there's going to be very little to no room in your energy space to be really, drooling over a man, or someone. And we are going to be the ones that are going to be waking extra time to get your attention, to grab your attention. You understand? They're going to be, I mean, look at you and your king, your two of cups here, and here's this other one whose heart is getting broken. Can you see that? So you, even when you meet your person, there's going to be people that are just going to be sad, like, can't you just give me a chance? Can't you just give me a chance? I know you want to be with him, but I'm also a good catch, or whatever it is. That's what's going to be happening here. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting. I'm definitely looking forward to hearing your testimonies. Some of you are going to watch this maybe, a little while later, and then maybe you'll be in the midst of all of that, and then you'll tell me all about it. Okay, so let me see if there's anything else that I could have missed here. How are we doing with time? Almost 40 minutes into the whole thing. So yeah, no, we should be fine. I don't think I want to keep going now. Maybe we could hear a few words from the love thoughts or something like that. Let's see if we can hear anything there. Then we should be done. From these people, because there's gonna be few people. So it's few people. It's not just one person. So let's see what some of them are saying. All right. And then, if you want something specific to you with regards to your situation, you can definitely do a reading. My details are in the description box. It might not be on this particular video's description at the moment, but the rest of the videos, they do have my details in the description box, and this one will at the right time also have my details. So let's see what's going on. Our love is eternal. Our love is eternal. Okay, so this is how love is looking for you in 2026. You are going to meet someone who wants to be with you forever. Okay. I'm tired of running. Some of you, this person might be someone from your past who might have run away. You know, the twin flame, whatever it is that you call it, soulmate or whatever you want to call it. But it could have been someone who actually decided to run, um, you know, because they didn't want to handle the seriousness of what you required from them. And so now they are tired and they could be coming back. All right. And let's see the last one. My love for you is stronger than ever. All right. That's just beautiful. Okay. So definitely this speaks of the kind of connection that you're going to have with the person who is going to be so fascinated by you, mesmerized and everything. And what's going to happen is that the more they get to know you, the more they're going to get fascinated by you, the more they want to know more, and the more they're going to fall in love, you know. So, you know, it's basically the energy that came through in this reading is like everything that's the opposite of what you've been experiencing, you're going to experience it this year. All right. That's literally that energy. It's like you remember that situation where things kept diminishing. It's like in the beginning, the sparks are, you know, sparking. All right. The sparks are sparkling, and you know, the fire is burning very, very loudly. It's a huge fire, it's a grass fire, and you know that grass fire, after 5 minutes, it quiets down, things cool down, and that love starts diminishing and diminishing and diminishing. And it's like all of a sudden you are left out in the cold all by yourself, right? 2026 is going to be the opposite of that. This person's love is going to keep increasing towards you. All right. And 2026, you know, you could have found yourself in third party situations, you know, previously fighting for people, or somehow finding out that this person has another person, or you are a third party or whatever, and your heart getting broken and everything. In 2026, it's you that's going to be the one that people whose people's hearts are going to be broken over you. All right, I hope I'm speaking proper English there. People's hearts are going to be broken for you and you're not going to be busy trying to break people's hearts the way they try to break yours. No, it's just going to happen that, you know, people are going to be wanting to be with you, and you know, there's only one of you, so it's not like you can be with 20 people all in one go. You understand? And it's not like you can keep changing them or anything like that, because you're just looking for one person. So a lot of people's hearts are going to be broken this year. All right. This year, previously, you used to focus on other people, you know, trying to get their attention, trying to get their love, trying to get this and that from them, trying to make the relationship work, trying to put in all this effort and all of that. This year, it's going to happen the other way around. Okay. You're going to be focusing on yourself. You're going to sort of like be somewhat unavailable, and not because you have decided that you're not going to be available. No, it's like, I don't know, something has happened to you. What have you done? Okay. Because that's what the guys are showing here. It's like you've woken up to, you know, your the truth of who you are as the Queen of Wands, as someone who is all good all by herself, like how you know, XP7QO says here, you know. And for some funny reason, you being preoccupied with all these wonderful things about yourself and your life makes you so magnetic. And it's like now somehow also it also makes you unavailable the way that you were previously available, and that makes you even more magnetic. Now these people are preoccupied with you, whereas previously you were the ones that were that was preoccupied with them. All right, so a lot of you know, reversal, a lot of turning of the tables of how things used to be previously. Okay, you used to fight with people for people previously, now people are fighting for you. You know, you used to think that love, you know, relationships, or the right kind of men or men generally, they are few and all of that. 2026, you're going to see that there's actually a lot of men out there. That whole scarcity mindset that was created by whoever it is that created it, 2026 is going to prove that that whole thing was a hoax. Okay, there's actually a lot of men out there who are actually looking for love, and they're looking for what you can offer, and a lot of good men, in fact. All right. And you know, many of them have dealt with all these other funny things as well, and now they want, you know, what you have to offer. All right. So they are looking for you, and when they find you, they're gonna be like, oh, I ain't gonna let you go. Our love is eternal. You know, why don't you marry me? Where's that Hierophant? Here he is. Why don't you marry me? Please marry me. I gotta seal this deal before someone else comes rushing in and taking it. You know, I don't want to be busy fighting with people over you. You know, I want to make it very clear that you're mine. You know, I want to put a stamp on it. I want to put a ring on it. I want to secure my territory. All right. And this person is not going to be doing it because there's some malicious reasons. Or I don't know. The person is going to be doing it because they really do love you. They really do want to be with you. They really don't want to lose you. This person is going to be emotionally available because we're talking about the Two of Cups here. Okay. We're talking about cups. You understand? Emotional availability. Y'all are holding each other's cups and, you know, helping each other drink. Okay. So y'all are drinking from each other's cups. Okay, because y'all are emotionally available for each other. That's what we're talking about here. So that's real love. It's not, you know, immaturity. It's not madness, you know, that keeps happening out here in the world and all of that. No, it's like real, genuine, authentic love. All right. Okay, so that's as far as we can go for today, y'all. Let me see if there's anything else. I don't see anything else here. I wish I could keep going, but yeah, I've gone 6 minutes over time. Thank you so much, guys, for your support, for your subscriptions, for your likes, for your chats, for your comments. Don't forget to comment in the comments section. All right, I will not miss the comments. I might miss the chats, but the comments, I will never ever miss them. Thank you so much. Until next time. Bye bye. This always happens when I'm trying to end this lives.